Greetings, our Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters. This is L.D. Smith, the Watchman on the wall. Your Watchman, Israel. Israel, it is our Sabbath. Grab that King James. But first and foremost, we want to give a shout out to the whole family. Happy Sabbath, Israel. Now that being said, my brothers and sisters, we got a fine teaching tonight, my brothers and sisters. A fine teaching, and we had taught something similar to this teaching before, but the Christians, they are continually bumping their gums on our page, and we need to teach on this again, so that we can try to open their eyes and give them some understanding. But my brothers and sisters, we are so grateful for you guys to allow us to come into your homes. All right, now that being said, come on, let's go into our teaching tonight. We're gonna be dealing with this scripture out of St. John that they call St. John 4:24, and it's dealing with saying God is a spirit. And my brothers and sisters, that couldn't be further from the truth. God is not a spirit. But let us read this right here. John 4:24 here, look what it says. It says, God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. Now, my brothers and sisters, my question is right here to any of the Christians out there, or either anybody who wants to believe this bullshit. Who has any power over his spirit? The Most High is the one that gave you this spirit. So how can you have power over your own spirit? I mean, that will make you a god. But many can't see this. But all you gotta do is just think about the wording. Just think about the wording. Pretty much every statement that Lucifer, aka Jesus, makes over for the Christians, it is downplaying the Most High. Now, that's like you saying, well, if you die, well, you can bring yourself back to life. Once a person dies, their spirit leaves their body. So, how can you have all this power to be doing all these things? And you on this plop of dirt just like everybody else is. But you got all this power. Y'all, so-called. But anyway, if you want to know the truth, I'm going to take you back. So let's go back to Genesis. All right, let's go back to Genesis, and we're going to begin in chapter 1. And we're just going to read a few verses out there, and then we're going to just come on back, and then I'm going to just go ahead and show you which way is up. All right? Now, look what it says in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Look what it said. It says, in the beginning, God. We can stop right there. It didn't say you. It didn't say your mama. It didn't say your pastor. It said God. God is here doing all of it now by himself. But God has individuals that is working his will for him. Now look what he says. And God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God. See that? Now, why would one want to say God is a spirit? This said that in the Spirit of God. In other words, a spirit that God owned. God owned this spirit. Okay? God told this spirit what to do, and this spirit went out and started doing it. Okay? Not that God is a spirit. It says, look what it says, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Not God, the Spirit of God. God is not a spirit. And I'm going to prove it. Now let's go here a little further. Let's go to Exodus. Let's go to the book of Exodus. Exodus chapter 35 here, I believe. That's the one I want. Let's go there. Exodus chapter 35. Let's look at verse 31 here. 35 and 31. Look what it says here. And he has filled him with the Spirit of God. But you can back up a little. Let's back up to verse 30. And Moses said unto the children of Israel, see, the Lord has called by name Beelzebub, the son of Ur, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah. And he has filled him with the Spirit of God. God is not a spirit. God has spirits that he sends out. There are different kinds of spirit. I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. As I said, I always prove everything I say. But Christianity and over here in Western civilization have fucked them up, and then they can't even understand when someone bring them sound teaching. Oh no, they ain't what it said. They ain't what it said. Well, I'm gonna show you. All you gotta do is just wait. Just wait and watch the whole video, and then you'll find out. Now, we see here that this individual here from the tribe of Judah, God has filled him, right? Let me say, he has filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom. See that? That's spirit of wisdom. Huh? Okay, let's go a little further here. And in understanding, and in knowledge, and in all manner of workmanship. Those are spirits. Huh? See that? See, so when you see a person that is crafty, one that is good with their hands, and they can think of how to make different kind of gears and stuff, you know, God has given them that spirit. They don't get it on their own. The Most High gives it to them. See, so God is not a spirit. God is the one that is the author behind the spirit. God is the one that's orchestrating the spirit. God is the one that is delegating to that spirit. Do this, do that, do this, do that. And like I say, I'm going to prove it. I'm going to show it to you. But see, if you just read the New Testament, then you're going to let Jesus in Western civilization fuck you up. And you'll be lost at the ball and highways. I say it all the time. You want to know the truth, you have to go back. I mean, I said this in another video. I was telling this white guy, you know, because he just down, boy. I mean, he just want to, you know, because he believed what I be saying, but I guess he's kind of scared. But that's the only hope that he have is the New Testament. And I told him, I said, how can the New Testament, you know, supersede the Old Testament? I said, that doesn't make any sense at all. I said, right now, if you get rid of your father, you don't exist. I told him that. He thought about it. Yeah, you're right. See, because he's looking for some hope, but there is no hope for the Christians. The ones that is believing in Lucifer, aka Jesus, there is no hope for you. And there is no hope for those that are outside the family. I mean, the whites, the Japanese, all the other ones, they got their own God. The Most High, he is only the God of the Hebrew Israelites. The only one. And I showed you guys in the last teaching where he's going to bring all the other families in. At the end, once he sends back Elijah, he's going to bring all the other families back in. But right now, he's dealing with Levi and Judah. Now let's go here a little further here. We see here that the Most High have given him his spirit. All right? To do all these things. Now let's go a little further. Let's go to the book of Nehemiah. Let's go to Nehemiah. Nehemiah chapter 9. Let's look at verses 19 and 20. It says, yet thou in the manifold mercy forsook them not in the wilderness. The pillar of the cloud departed not from them by day and led them in the way, neither the pillar of fire by night to show them light and the way wherein they should go. Thou givest also thy good spirit to instruct them. See that? God is not a spirit, but God has many spirits. God has many spirits. God has so many things in his arsenal that we can't even imagine. But one has to understand the level that God is on. God is on a level that is far supersede our understanding. We have to realize that we are only puny little worms. I mean, that's the best I can. That's the best analogy that I can give you. See, because if you think anything better than that, you're out of your place. You're out of your place. Compared to the Most High, we're nothing. We are nothing. But, just because you can bump your gums and talk, and walk around and eat. Listen, if he was to withdraw his mercy from us right now, I mean, we're sick enough to die right now. And you can be walking around like you're healthy. And you're sick enough to die. He is the only one that is sustaining you. You're not sustaining yourself. And I tell them all the time, if you think that you're doing all of this for your, for your own self, go to a nursing home. Go to a nursing home and look at all those individuals that are in the nursing home. And then ask them, do they want to get up out of those beds that they laying in and got bed sores on them? Ask them. They'll tell you, yeah, I want to get up. But they can't. So how can you think that you can do all these things? Well, I got to do what I can do, to make the world a better place. What can you do? That's my question. What can you do? That's so stupid. That is so arrogant. That is so disrespectful to the Most High. Because he is the only one that rules this planet. Nobody else. And let's go a little further here. We looked at Nehemiah 9 and 20. Let's go, let's go here a little further than 20. He says, Spirit to instruct them in the wilderness, and withholdeth not thy manna from their mouth, and giveth them water for their thirst. Right there. One has to understand that if you're only being sustained because the Most High is the one that is sustaining you. Other than that, you're going to die. But because one doesn't know and they believe that bullshit about Jesus, about you can speak to the mountain and you can say whatever you want to say and then you're going to have it, you got to be out your damn mind. Because if that's the case, then why is all the Christians poor? Every damn one of them. If they're not standing behind a pulpit, robbing the people, their asses are poor too. They hitting the clock just like everybody else. But Jesus is blessing them. Yeah, Jesus only blessing one person. That's the one that's collecting the money. Everybody else is broke as hell. And they can't even see it. They can't even see it. But anyway, let's go a little further here. Let's go to Job. Go to the book of Job. Now watch this, my brothers and sisters. Job 32. Let's go to Job 32. Job 32, let's look at verses 8, 7, and 8. It says, I say days shall speak, and a multitude of years shall teach wisdom. But there is a spirit in man, and the inspiration of the Almighty giveth them understanding. Huh? See that? It's all about the Most High. It ain't about you. It goes on here, it says, great men are not always wise, neither do the aged understand judgment. Therefore I say, hearken unto me. I also will show my opinion. Behold, I will wait for your words. I gave ear to your reasons, while as ye search out what ye shall say. Huh? Yea, I attend unto you, and behold, there was none of you that convinced Job, or that answered his words. See that? It's right in the picture, my brothers and sisters. It is all about the Most High. The Most High does everything. Now let's read a little further here. It says, lest ye should say, we have found wisdom. See that? God thrusts him down, not man. I told you. Ain't no devil. Ain't no devil did nothing. God did it. Not man. God did it. See, but if you listen to The New Testament it gonna tell you about all these devils and all these evil spirits, but I'm gonna show you Christians, I'm gonna show you ones that are straddling the fence, that don't know whether you should come over or whether you should stay over there as a Christian. I'm gonna show you that Jesus is nothing more than a damn liar. I'm gonna show you that the whole New Testament is nothing but a damn lie. I have done it before, and I'm gonna do it again tonight. See, because y'all need to hear it over and over. See, because some of y'all are on the fence and leaning towards leaving that bullshit. Listen, I'm going to try to give you that little extra nudge to push you on over so you can look back at Christianity and say, that ain't nothing but a bunch of bullshit. I don't ever want to look back at that bullshit ever again. I'm going to give you that extra little nudge tonight to get you over. Now, let's go here a little further here. Let's stay in Job. Let's look at Job 33. Let's look at verses, let's look at verses, let's do 33, 2, 3, and 4, all right? Do I want that? Yeah, let's do that. It says here, behold, now I have opened my mouth. My tongue has spoken in my mouth. My words shall be of the uprightness of my heart, and my lips shall utter knowledge clearly. The Spirit of God has made me. See that? But some of y'all think y'all done made y'all own self. Y'all so fucking arrogant. Y'all so this and that. Oh well, I don't believe that and I don't believe that. Well then, if you don't believe it, then hold it. Let's stop it for a moment. Before I go any further, the real was telling me about there's a lot of them out there talking about going to some place, to save themselves. Listen. If y'all going somewhere to save yourself, then y'all don't believe in the Most High. Y'all don't. Y'all need to stop playing these games. If y'all gonna believe the Most High, believe that He's coming back for you, then believe Him. If not, then stop playing these games in and out, hot and cold. If you're gonna believe Him, take Him for His word. But soon as things start going bad, and see, I keep stressing. You do not have any reason to worry. You don't have, I don't give a damn about Donald Trump. Listen, I don't care what they do. The Most High is in control. He's running the show. Just because you don't understand it, doesn't mean that He's not in control. And see, when things don't go your way, then you think, well, maybe He's not there. Maybe He's, no. He knows exactly what He's doing. Okay, now back to the lesson. We're here in Job 33. Let's read on down here to verse 4. It says, the Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty hath given me life. See that? Not yourselves, but it is the Most High. He is the one that is in control. Ain't no damn devil doing nothing. Satan is only doing whatever the Most High tells him to do. That's all of his spirits. All of them does exactly what he tells them to do. Now let's move a little further here. Let's go to Matthew. Now I'm going to show you the difference. I'm going to show you the difference between the Most High and then Jesus. Now let's go over to Matthew, Matthew, the 3rd chapter. Now watch this, my brothers and sisters. Let's look at verses 16. It says, and Jesus, when He was baptized, went up straightward out of the water. And lo, the heavens were opened unto Him, and He saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and lighting upon Him. Now everybody else is there. The only person saw it was Jesus. Now what kind of bullshit is that? Like I said, I showed you earlier when the Most High did something, it said the Spirit of God, God Himself, said, I have filled Him with my Spirit. Now, why God couldn't say here that He has sent His Spirit to descend upon Jesus? They're saying it. I mean, God is absent in the New Testament. God is not present. It is all about what they say or He said or them. Where is God? I mean, is he MIA? Had he went AWOL? Where's he at? I mean, that's the question that these Christians should ask themselves. Where's God? I don't want to hear this bullshit about what they said. God spoke in the Old Testament. God says, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. Why can't he say these things over in the New Testament? Know why? Because he doesn't have anything to do with Jesus. Nothing. He has nothing to do with the New Testament at all. Nothing. And like I said, this is nothing but a fabrication. Nothing more than a damn lie. Now, let's go here a little further. Let's go to the book of Luke. Let's go to Luke. Matthew, Mark, Luke. Luke the, Luke the 11th chapter. Now watch this, my brothers and sisters. Let's look at verse 14. Well, let's back up. Let's back up a little bit. Let's go to let's look at verse 13, 14. It said, if ye then being evil know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more your heavenly Father give them the Holy Ghost to them that ask him. Now my question is this right here now. I know now, back in the Old Testament, now we see that this man from Judah didn't ask for nothing. God gave it to him. Why? Because God wanted to work through him. But now you Christians have to ask for it. And the thing about it, when you ask for it, you still don't get it. You don't. You have to pretend that God has given you something. God is not giving you anything. Now let's go here a little further. And he was casting out devils. And it was dumb. Now, in other words, this devil or this spirit, because on down in the lesson, you're going to see that he calls a devil a spirit. Then he goes on here and he says, it was dumb. Huh? And it came to pass when the devil was gone out, to pass that the devil had gone out, the dumb spake, and the people wondered. Now, I'm going to show you here how big a damn liar he is. And like I said, you have to always do what? Go back. You got to go back. You want the truth, you got to go back. But let me show you another one here before we go back. Let's go to Mark. Let's go to Mark. Let's back up to Mark. Mark the 9th chapter. Let's go to Mark the 9th chapter. Now watch this, my brothers and sisters. Mark 9, 25, if you can read down to 20, down to 33. Let's read here. Mark chapter 9, verse 25. Say, when Jesus saw the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him and enter no more into him. Now you see here that he calls this spirit a dumb spirit, which is why he knows. He knows that the Most High has these spirits, a dumb spirit and a deaf spirit. That's what they are. But he knows it. But for him to come and portray himself to be the Most High Son, he has to say that he is a Savior and that he can cast out these things, which is why that couldn't be further from the truth. He never cast out any dumb spirit that God had put on nobody at any time, because the Most High is the one that is ruling. The Most High put it on him. Now I'm going to prove it now, like I say here. Now we're in chapter 9 here. We start with verse 25. Let's read on down. And the spirit cried and ripped him sore and came out of him, and he was as one dead, insomuch that Many said he was dead. But now, do you see how the word they use in here to try to make it so dramatic? You know, like Jesus got all this power, and this thing came out, flipped the boy, you know, and threw him and tore his clothes. You know, he trying to make it exciting, you know, to the reader, where you would think, you know, oh, look at Jesus. Jesus ain't shit. This never occurred. And I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to prove it to you. If you believe the Most High, I'm going to prove it to you. Jesus didn't do none of this bullshit. Now let's go here a little further here. He said in 27, he said, but Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he was coming to the house, his disciples asked him privately, why could we not cast him out? And he said to them, this kind come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. A bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit. That's all it is. But I'm not going to read all this bullshit because I'm finna make him out of a lie. Let's go back. Let's go back to Exodus. Let's go back to Exodus. Now you see, he said that he cast it out, didn't it? Okay, now I'm gonna prove him to be a damn lie, like I always do. But I just ask you guys to listen. That's all. If you believe the Most High, then you're gonna see that he's nothing more than a fabrication. He's nothing but a damn lie. Now we here in Exodus. I went back to from in Genesis. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus the 4th chapter. That's what I said, didn't I? Exodus 4th chapter. Let's go there. Now, I'm gonna prove it to you. Exodus 4, the 4th chapter. Let's look at verse 10 and 11. Look what it says. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither hereforth nor since thou hast spoken, unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue. And the Lord said unto him, listen, this is what the Most High said. Who has made man's mouth? Question. Or who maketh the dumb? Or the deaf? Or the seeing? Or the blind? Have not I the Lord? End of story. I mean, can't you guys see? Ain't no fucking evil spirits going over there. Jesus casting out a damn thing. Ain't no devil. It's right in the pages. If the Most High told you, if anyone has a dumb spirit on him, I did it. Now my question to you damn Christians and the rest of y'all on the damn fence, how can Jesus turn something around that the Most High did? He can't do it. I mean, it's right in the pages. I mean, but I don't understand why y'all guys can't get it. I mean, I don't know what it's going to take. I mean, can't you see that the white man has lied to you? Can't you see that you have been bamboozled? Can't you see that you have been tricked? It's right in the pages, but he tells you, don't go back. If you don't go back, you don't know where you came from. You got to go back. I said it in all of my teaching. If you want the truth, you must go back. You got to go back. Now let's go here a little further. Let's go to Exodus 31. Now watch this in, my brothers and sisters. Exodus 31. Right in the pages. All you got to do is ask the Most High to show it to you. Let's read verses 1, 2, and 3. Look what it says. Exodus 31, it says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, see, I have called by thy name Beelzebub, son of the son of Hur, the tribe of Judah. I have filled him with the Spirit of God and wisdom and in understanding and in knowledge and in all manner of workmanship. See that? That is just one of the spirits that the Most High has. He has many spirits. But now, I'm going to show you on down and teaching that Jesus is nothing more than a damn lie. All that bullshit you talking about, he casting out demons over there, casting out evil spirits and this and that, he's a damn lie. This never transpired. In other words, he's saying, I mean, if you guys can only see what I see, he's saying that he is over the Most High. And that's what he's saying. When he says that he goes and take this spirit off of a person that the Most High put on them, then he comes over in God's hand. All right, I'm going to change this around. That couldn't be further from the truth, my brothers and sisters. And for anyone to think some bullshit like that, I mean, you have to be disrespectful. How in the hell can he outdo the Most High? And the Most High kicked his ass out and put him on the run. But like I say, unless you understand the writing, then your mind will never be changed. It'll never be changed. Because you're constantly believing in this false demi-ass God. That ain't shit. And I said it on my videos. Jesus ain't shit. The bitch that had him ain't shit. Okay? None of his apostles, none of his disciples, none of them over there, all that nothing but bullshit. If I can only get you to see that. Now I'm gonna show you something else, Jim. Now let's go to Acts. Acts 10:38. One of their favorite scriptures. Oh yeah, they love that. Acts 10:38. How God anointed Jesus of Nazareth. How can you say that God did something? Why God can't say he did it? I mean, that's my point. Why you never hear God saying out of his own mouth, I anointed Jesus of Nazareth, and he went up about doing good. Well, let's read it. How God anointed Jesus of Nazareth with the Holy Ghost and with power, who went about doing good and healing all that was oppressed of the devil, for God was with him. Damn lie. Damn lie. If anything is on you, the Most High did it. Now let's go here a little further. Let me show you something here. Let's go to let's stay over here in their book. Let's go to Matthew the 8th chapter. Matthew the 8th chapter. Now watch it, my brothers and sisters. Watch this. Like I say, this is nothing more than a bunch of bullshit. Matthew the 8th chapter. Let's read verses 5, 6, and 7. Look what it says. And when Jesus was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievous tormented. And Jesus said unto him, I will come and heal him. Now, y'all guys remember now. What did the Most High say? I heal. I'm going to show it to you later on. I'm going to show it to you. But any of you guys know that have been with us for any time at all. Y'all know we talk about that all the time. But this is not nothing new. But now see now, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you here. Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, what I want. The book of Deuteronomy 32. Let's go there. Watch this right now, my brothers and sisters. He said he doing what? Healing all. That was oppressed of the devil, all kind of bullshit, didn't it? Okay, watch me now. Deuteronomy 32, I did. Didn't I say that 32? Yeah, let's look at verse 39. It says, see now that even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. See that? That's the Most High. The Most High says, if anyone get healed, I'm the one that's doing that. Remember, the Most High also said that he would not share his glory with another. But here Jesus is stealing the Most High's glory. He's saying that when a person is sick, he's the one that's going and healing them. That could be further from the truth, my brothers and sisters. Nothing but a fabrication. Just like I said, nothing but a damn lie. Let's stay in this book of Matthew, the 8th chapter. Let's look at verse 16. Look what it says. And when Eve was come, they brought unto him many that was oppressed with devils, and he cast out the spirit with the word and healed all that was sick. How can that be? I just read to you guys, the Most High says, I'm the one that's healing. I'm the one that's doing all this. Ain't nobody else. But here Jesus is saying that he's doing it. And the Christians can't even see it. They see people that they love all the time, and they pray to this demi-ass leprous motherfucker all day and all night. They have chain prayers, and the first, y'all pray for me, now pray for me. Pray for what? And you see that this motherfucker have failed you on every occasion. He haven't came through not one time. Not one time have he came through. And y'all still holding on. Still holding on to what? There is no hope in him. Y'all gonna die. Y'all gonna die a horrible death. All you Christians. Jesus can't deliver a damn thing to you. Now let's go a little further in. Let's go to Mark. Let's go next door to Mark. Mark the 5th chapter. Let's go there. Now watch this, my brothers and sisters. Mark the 5th chapter. Let's read verses 1 through 7. It says, and they came over unto the other side of the sea, into the country of Galilee. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately he met him out of the tomb a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwellings among the tombs, and no man could bind him, nor not with chains, because that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetter broke in pieces. Neither could any man tame him. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stone. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice, and said, What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? I adjure thee by God, that thou torment me not. For he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. Now, my question to anybody out there, does anybody out there really believe this bullshit? You got to be a fool to believe this bullshit here. After all that I have shown you, all spirits come from the Most High. Every spirit comes from the Most High. They don't come from no damn devil or nowhere else. They come from the Most High. Now let's go here a little further. Let's go to 1 Samuel, because I'm tired of jacking around. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Let's go to 1 Samuel. I'm tired of jacking around with y'all Christians. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you 1 Samuel. All right. 1 Samuel, let's go to the 16th chapter. 1 Samuel, the 16th chapter. Now watch this here, my brothers and sisters. Let's start with verse 12, and then we're going to read down to verse 14. It says, And he sent and brought him in. Now he was ruddy, and withal of a beautiful countenance, and goodly to look to. And the Lord said, Arise, anoint him, for this is he. Talking about David here. Alright. Then he goes on, he said, Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brothers. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord, now listen now, the Spirit of the Lord, departed from Saul. Now let's stop right there. See that spirit that the Most High had on Saul was a spirit to delegate authority. to rule over his people. Now I'm gonna come back here, but let's leave here and we're gonna come back. Let's go to let's go to the book of Daniel, the 6th chapter. Now see, when God has a spirit on you to rule over his people, God has different kinds of spirit that he can put on you in order to make you operate in that role that he has set you over. See, because you can't do it on your own. You have to be anointed, and God has to put his spirit in you in order for you to operate. Now let's go here a little further. We're in chapter 6, all right, of the book of Daniel. Now let's look at verses 1, 2, and 3, all right? Look at it says, it pleased Darius to sit over the kingdom 120 prince, which should be over the whole kingdom. And over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the prince might give account unto them, and the king should have no damage. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and the prince, because an excellent spirit was in him, and the king thought to set him over the whole realm. See that? See that? God has to have a spirit. God has to put an excellent spirit in you in order that you may rule. So in other words, that spirit of excellency that the Most High had put in Saul departed from him. Now let's go back to 1 Samuel 16 chapter. Let's look at verse 15. Well, the latter part of 14, okay? It says, but the spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from who? The Lord troubled him. See that? It didn't come from no damn devil. Why would you allow someone to teach you some bullshit over the New Testament and you see this right here? You see that the evil spirit came from the Most High. It didn't come from no devil. It didn't come from Satan. It didn't come from Lucifer. Lucifer is Jesus. He has to disguise himself in order to perpetuate his lie. This evil spirit came from the Most High. And look what it says. It troubled him. Now let's go on down and read verse 16. It says, let our Lord now command thy servant which are before thee to seek out a man who is a cunning player on a harp. And it shall come to pass when the evil spirit from God. Right in the pages. Right in the pages. It ain't from no damn devil. Why can't you Christians wake up? Why can't you Christians see? The Most High is the one that is doing all these things. Listen, a lot of you guys don't know that just came on board. But the one that been with us for some time, I told them about my story when I came from the South. How the Most High did me. I mean, he did me the same way Joseph was did. I mean, I was treated the same way. But then, if you read the story of Joseph when he was going down to Egypt, it said that everywhere he went, God was with him. The city that I came to, I didn't know anybody. I was there alone. I never was hungry not one time. I got a good paying job. He took care of me. Even to this day, he's continually taking care of me. I mean, and like the real say, we only have you guys. We don't have any family. Her mother's dead, her father's dead. I don't have anybody. My brothers and sisters, you are my family. But I got other family that is out there that I'm trying to reach, that is still in Christianity. If one cannot see this, something has to be wrong with your head. Look what verse 16 says. It says, let our Lord now command, small L, not talking about the Most High, talking about Saul. It says here, that servant, which are before thee, to seek out a man who is a cunning player on the heart. And it shall come to pass, when the evil spirit from God is upon thee, that he shall play with his hands, and thou shalt be well. End of story. Evil spirit comes from the Most High. So my question is, how can Jesus cast out something that the Most High has put on? Does that make any sense at all? And he's saying that he's his son. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me at all, my brothers and sisters. But let's go a little further here. Let's keep on going. Let's go back to Genesis. Genesis chapter 41. Genesis chapter 41. Watch it, my brothers and sisters. I mean, it's right here. And I just thank the Most High. Even though I went through a lot of stress, I went through a lot of hell, I went through a lot of pain. I mean, I understand how Joseph had to feel. I mean, because I went through a lot of pain. I mean, telling me God don't love you, because he was doing things to me and moving me around, getting me away from them, getting me to a place where he can elevate me and put me where he wants me to be. In that same way he did with Joseph. Now, some would say, well, he could have just told Joseph to go on down to Egypt. Well, he could just told me to leave the south and then go up north. But you know what? I probably wouldn't have listened to him. I probably would have stayed. So he had to do what he had to do in order to get me to where I am, where I can be doing what he wants me to do as I speak this moment right now. I'm doing what he wants me to do. Now let's look at Genesis 41. Then look at verse 35 here. It says 41:35. It says, let me see, that's the one that I want. That's the one. Genesis, okay, yeah. We can read Genesis 30, chapter 41, 35 to 41. Let's read. Now therefore, let Pharaoh look out, a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh. Okay, that was 30. That was 33. Do I want that one? No, I want 30. I'm gonna start at 35. It says, let them gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the head of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. Okay, we already have read the story before. All of us have. Joseph here have interpreted the dream, and then he is telling Pharaoh what he should do. Okay, now let's jump over here to verse 38. It says, and Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one, as this is a man in whom the Spirit of God is? See that? God will give you wisdom. God has all kinds of spirits. I mean, here David, here Daniel, he had an excellent spirit on him. I mean, there are people that the Most High can put a spirit on, and people just like them. I mean, had you guys ever seen that? You know, like you can just meet a person and you can just like them. I mean, just straight off, and then everybody just like them. I mean, they are well liked by everybody. But the God has put an excellent spirit on them. Now let's go here a little further. Let's go to let's look at Isaiah. Well, let's go to Ephesians. Let's go to Ephesians. I'm gonna show the Christians something. See, because they need to see this. Now we just read it, right? That the Spirit came from the Most High and got on Saul, and then Saul started acting a damn fool. Right? Right. Now watch it right here. Ephesians in chapter 6. Let's read verses 10 and 12. It says, and finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God. My question to anybody that has any knowledge at all, God being God, what armor would God need? I mean, why would you belittle him like he is a man that's walking around here on the planet, put him in the same category as you or another man. Because you and I need some armor to put on when we go into battle. God does not need no damn armor to put on when he goes into battle. He's God. As a matter of fact, he's the one that orchestrates the battle. So why would he need armor? But if a person just thinks a little bit, remember when David was going out to fight Goliath? Remember when they tried to put Saul armor on him? Did it fit? No, it didn't. So what would make any asshole out there think that you could put on something of God? That would make you be just like him. Am I right or wrong? I'm right. You couldn't put on God's armor if he had some. But now you're thinking about it, you see how stupid that bullshit sounds. All those little catchy phrases over there, it's nothing more than bullshit. But let's go a little further. He says, verse 12. Well, let's finish 11. He said, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. So in other words, so you can be able to outwit these spirits that come from the Most High. Sad. He said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, and against powers, and against rulers, and against the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So in other words, y'all fighting against the Most High and don't even know it. Well, trying to. Y'all going through the acts, but y'all see nothing never happen. You never get a breakthrough because you're fighting a battle that you can't win and that you will not win. Now let's go a little further here. Because all this right here is nothing but a bunch of bullshit. I'm not going to read all that old crap over there because it's nothing but a bunch of bullshit. Now let's go here a little further here. Let's go back to Isaiah 48. Let's go to Isaiah 48. Now watch it, my brothers and sisters. Isaiah 48. Isaiah 48. Let's look at verses 16. Isaiah 48. It says, come ye near unto me, hear ye this. I have not spoken in secret from the beginning. From the time it was, there I am. And now the Lord God and his Spirit has sent me. See that? Look at it. And his Spirit has sent me. See that? God's Spirit sent him. God is not a spirit. You have no power over your spirit, and you can't worship him in no spirit. Now let's go here a little further. Let's go to Daniel. Let's go back to Daniel, because that's a good book. All of them good. Let's look at Daniel 4. Let's look at verse 34 and 35. Look what it says here. And at the end of the days of Nebuchadnezzar lifted up mine eyes unto heaven, my understanding returned unto me. God ran him out of his damn mind. God ran him out of his mind. Did y'all hear what I said? See, so when you see a person out of his mind, don't say that's the devil. See, because you're giving the devil of whatever you want to call it, you giving him God's glory. God, no. Say the Most High did that. Now look what he says. His understanding returned unto me, and I bless the Most High, and I praise and honor him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation. And all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing. See that? Everything down here on this little plop of dirt, to him, you ain't shit. I'm being straight up, including myself. We ain't nothing. We ain't nothing when it comes to him. Now look what he says here. So you can pray to Jesus, you can eat karo, tanalo shanda, you can dance, you can fall on the floor and have spit and slop coming out your mouth. All of that but acting and bullshit, and you're acting like a damn fool. Get your ass up and learn something. Look what he says here. He said, and all the inhabitants of the earth are reputed as nothing, and he doeth according to his will in the armies of heaven. So in heaven, he's running the show. Jesus, even if Jesus was his son, Jesus can't turn a damn thing around that the Most High does. He said right there, even in the armies of heaven, I do whatever I want to do. So how can Jesus turn around anything that the Most High does? He can't. Because he's not the Most High's son. He's a demi-ass God. Now let's go a little further here. He said, among the inhabitants of the earth, and none can stay his hand or say unto him, what doest thou? Right in the pages. Right in the pages. So my brothers and sisters, one can see that this bullshit of the New Testament never transpired. That never happened. That bullshit never happened. And no one can ever make me believe that bullshit in a million years. It's right here in the pages. The Most High says, I do whatever I want to do and can't nobody stop me. But every time God sent out a spirit on somebody, a dumb spirit or a deaf spirit or whatever kind of spirit, Jesus come back and he removes it. How can that be, my brothers and sisters? That's nothing more than a fabrication. That's why I talk about Jesus all the time. Jesus is a punk. He's a sissy. He's a homosexual. His mama was a whore. I mean, all of his disciples was faggots and punks. All of them. I mean, that's why you see all of them that are in Christianity, those preachers, all of them are punks. Every damn one of them, T.D. Jakes, he's a fat punk. And Cleflo, he's a little quiet little punk bitch. They're all of them. Bishop Eddie Long, all of them, every damn one of them, those so-called ones that have color in their skin, they're punks and they're faggots, including the white ones. That's why the white ones, they call themselves homo sapiens. Yeah, because they're homosexuals. That's what they are. God created a man. Formed a man in the garden. He didn't form no damn homo sapien. He sure didn't. Now, let's go a little further here. Let's go to Isaiah 46. Isaiah 46. Look what the Most High says here. Isaiah 46, 9 and 10. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am God and there is none else. I am God and there is none like me. See that? And Jesus said, when you see me, you have seen the Father. That's a damn lie. That's why I keep on telling you guys. You got to go back. You got to go back. If you don't go back, you will not know the truth. You will not know the truth. You got to go back. Now let's go here and look at verses 10. And look what he says here. Declaring the end. I do declare. Oh, yeah, he says, I say the end from the beginning. See that? Nobody else. It's what I say is. He says, and from ancient time, the things that are not yet done, saying, listen, my counsel, not nobody else, not Jesus, not yours, not mine, not your mama, not Uncle Remus, none of those, my counsel, the Most High say, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. And see, y'all don't realize, the Most High had two brothers fighting, the Benjamin, and I think it was Benjamin and Judah. He had them fighting. I mean, the Most High, he does some things that we've been taught that don't seem like it's right. But it's more or less like when you out there playing on stage, playing the part that he wants you to play, you know, he's sitting back and enjoying it. Can you imagine him anointing David king, and then David having to run for his life because Saul tried to pin him to the wall with a javelin? The Most High said, I'm doing all that That's my pleasure. That's my pleasure. It's right here. I will do all my pleasure. Huh? So now y'all see. Ain't no damn devil. And all spirits come from the Most High. Ain't no spirit coming from no devil. Ain't no spirit coming from Lucifer. Ain't no spirit coming from Satan. Everything comes from the Most High. Now we're going to look at one more, then we're going to close out. Let's go to Isaiah 45. Isaiah 45, that's the one I want. Yeah, let's look at that one. Isaiah 45. Let's look at 5, 6, and 7. It says, I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God besides me. I gird thee, though thou hast not known me, and that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west, that there is none besides me. I am the Lord, and there is none else. I form the light. I create darkness. I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So Christians, y'all didn't know, but now you know. Now you know who's doing all these things. Okay? Stop saying that the devil is doing it. Give the Most High his glory, because he's the one that's doing it. My brothers and sisters, we wish this has been a blessing. We wish that you take to heart the word of the Most High. Another thing, don't listen to what you hear people saying about that they going this place and that place to be safe and whatnot. Listen, the Most High is in control of everything. This is his planet. This is his proper dirt, and he running things the way that he wants to run things. And if you got to go and save your own self, then why even believe in the Most High? Just stop believing in him. If you run into some mountain or you run into some other country talking about you saving yourself, then why even stop believing in him and go ahead on and do what you're going to do? You know what I mean? Because you don't trust him. You can't. You can't trust him and then going off on your rabbit trails talking about, well, you going to the mountains or you going to save yourself and you going to all you're doing is making a damn fool of yourself because you're not staying with the script. If you stay with the script, you'll stay put and wait on Elijah. I mean, why is that so hard? Stay with the script. Don't leave the script. Stay with the script and wait on Elijah. My brothers and sisters, we thank you guys, and we wish that this has been a truly enlightening message. And until next time, shalom.